I did something really fucking stupid. Oh, but first of all, did I mention that the laptop I spilled it on was my work laptop? I think I just heard like sighs of relief from my entire audience. Yeah, so I spilled tea on my HP ZBook, I think it is, for Storytime. A week ago when I was editing my last video, the one about the heat and fan noise on the Dell XPS, I was editing, had my tea like an idiot right in front of me, and as I was typing, I reached out vigorously, I knocked that shit over, it spilled right onto the keyboard, and the screen went blue. I spilled it like right over here, straight into the internals. As soon as I did it, I had like a moment where I was like, oh fuck, and probably swore really loudly. It went straight into the internals and the screen went blue. I didn't completely freak out because your girl has done this before. In my defense, the last time this happened to me, I was like 14 and going through puberty. Not that that excuses anything, but I spilled it on my school laptop, and from that experience I pretty much knew exactly what to do if I'd spilled liquids on my laptop. So I immediately held down the power button, and within 3 seconds it was turned off. That's really important because it stops, you know, if electricity was still running through the wires and it interacts with the liquid, then that's when you short circuit and burn things essentially. So anyway, I turned it off within the first 3 seconds, and then I immediately turned it upside down like this and just let the water drain, and for the first 3 minutes I had like a stack of tissues and toilet paper and kitchen towels like held here just to kind of wick out as much moisture as possible. And it's important that you try to tilt it a bit just to let the water drain out from as many areas as possible. I'm not afraid of opening up the internals and having a little look around, and I have fixed things before, but this isn't the video to talk about it. But anyway, so I had my little toolkit and I took the screws out from the back, took the backing off, and there was a little pool of water near the battery. I think that's like where it travels quickest to, and I just dabbed that lightly, got rid of the moisture, and I left the back lid off it and just put it near my balcony, and I let it basically stand in tent mode without the back on for exactly 48 hours, 2 days, to let all the liquid dry out. And then I prayed to God that when I turned it back on again, it was still alive. So that is the question. Did I manage to rescue it in time? So here we go. Pressing the power button. Ready, set. The lights are on. The lights are on. The keyboard lights are on. Oh! Positive sign. No screen flickering. Please, please, please do not make me email my boss and have to admit that I broke his new expensive laptop. Sure, it's taking... Is it black because it's dead, or is it black because it's loading the next stage? Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys! Hell yeah! Don't have to send an email. Don't have to feel guilty. I rescued it. It's working. Some of you guys noticed in my last video I actually changed the wallpaper on my XPS, and I want to change the background on this to be the same, but obviously because it broke before I uploaded the other video, I didn't actually get the chance to, but now I can do that. So that's great. Yay! So as you saw, luckily the laptop did turn on again, and I don't have to apologize to my boss. This is actually a really, really solid work laptop. It labels itself a workstation, and that it is. So I'm really glad I didn't break it. If my boss doesn't see this, he'll never know. Please don't tell him. And yeah, the takeaway from this is that it happens. You spill things on your laptop. I drink tea on my desk all the time, and I used to always, when I put down my mug, always just eyeball the distance between my mug and the laptop, and I actually have like a little ceramic little plate, or I have a ceramic coaster which I specifically put away from the laptop and near the wall, near my desk, so if I ever spilled it, it'd spill away from the laptop. But of course, the one time out of 10 million times that I place my mug down in front of myself like an idiot rather than on that fucking coaster that I bought for that specific reason, I did spill it. I was also extremely sleep deprived. I had like 3.5 hours of sleep that day because I'm really bad at self-control and I sleep at like 4 AM, and I had a lecture that morning at like 9. Probably didn't need to know that, but yeah, I was really sleep deprived, and I think just like your motor control goes out the window when you're that sleep deprived. So don't put any liquid right in front of the laptop where your annoying clumsy hands might actually, you know, bump into it, or your children might bump into it, or your pet might bump into it, or the heavenly wind blows through the window and bumps into it. I don't know. But yeah, and then the important thing is don't try to turn it on before all the liquid is dry. Just give it as much time as you can. Yeah, don't panic. If you act quickly, nothing will happen, and I'm glad I can make this video and be all smiley about it, because if this was broken, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably just be like crying. I'm actually wondering right now if I'm like the only stupid person who's had this happen to them like twice, and if it hasn't happened, then you are exceptionally skilled at life. Well done. So thanks again for joining me on my channel. This is Gracey Tech, over and out. Am I filming? Ooh. I brought a snack in because I'm just always hungry. I can't think unless I've got some fuel in me, you know. Yeah, my neighbor is just seeing me talk to myself in front of a camera. She probably thinks I'm really weird, and she wouldn't be wrong. I don't know if I'm smelling a milky tea smell or I'm hallucinating it. Could smell like milk forever. Hopefully it doesn't go rotten, because a rotten milk smell would be pretty gross. Gonna just shimmy out of the screen now.